Alright, sorry. Running kind of late today. Got some errands to run. Woke up kind of late. But if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of keeping part of the Halloween theme because I don't know. I think it just works. At least until I get something different. Oh, got the audio back on for this. Just adjusting some of my settings here. I've never played this before, so everything should be default. Yeah. Let's check it out. There's multiple games. Yeah, let's start with the first one. First turnabout. How do I hit back? Backspace? Oh. Yes. Yes, I do want to play the first turnabout. Thank you. Gasp. Gasp. It's a murder weapon. Browdy. Damn it, why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. Oh. I've gotta find something to pin this on. Oh, she's big dead. Oh, he's got something on his forehead, too. Something like him. I'll make him look like he did it. Oh, you're evil. I can tell. Why'd you whack her with the statue, though? I mean, she's really dead now. August 3rd, 947, District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh, I guess it's like a pun. She's saying his name and also saying right. Okay. Oh, hi, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Oh, is this like my first trial and it's a murder trial? It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Am I defending the guy that just obviously... Oh, I bet I'm defending the guy who pinned him. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. That's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, it's news to me. It's news to me as well. I'm gonna help him out any way I can. I just really want... Check this. So this music's like really loud. I'm gonna adjust that a little bit. How's that? That sounds a little better. Somehow, not much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that Ian screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. It's kind of the impression I got too. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. I don't think I'd make a very good defense attorney if I did that. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Ooh. Turn away from me, Nick. Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. The first case is a fairly simple one. Oh. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. My school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. That's fair. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Poor Butts. Butts, I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That night I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. That's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court Room number 2. Oh boy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Ooh. Handshake, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Phoenix Wright. What if I should hit that, Phoenix Wright? The defendant is me, right? Right. Have you completely lost your mind focus? The defendant is the person on trial. You're his lawyer. Right. Oh yeah, right. This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you? Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Okay, it's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's, wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim name is listed in the court record. Just press the tab to check it any time, okay? Okay. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:30. Time of death. Okay, so July 31st, between 4 and 5 p.m. Cause of death. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Got it. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please? I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case? Cindy, it just said Cindy, right? Profiles. Cindy Stone, okay. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Age 22, aww. I just read it and I already forgot it. I'm more his attorney than he is. Cindy Stone, okay, Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone, sir. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. It was technically blood loss. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Hold on. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Oh boy, his name is Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Well, looking at this, it said that it was heavy. And looking at my my client here, he's kind of scrawny and weak. There's no way he'd be able to lift that up. Case closed. Use the tab to check the... Okay. For Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, there he gets excited easily. This could be bad. Okay, sorry, Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch your foot. The face. Oh, we were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Hey, Dark, how you doing? This is a big one, Pikachu. I haven't seen you in a minute. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Oh, not too bad. I'm doing better today. It's been a long week, but yeah, we're getting through it. We're doing better today. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, Wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? Butts, shut your mouth. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. I hope you're doing better, though. Like I said, it's getting better. Everything's good. It just takes time, right? Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not so... This is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Yup. Well, did you or did you not? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an episode of this. I might switch to something else after a bit here, but... It's okay, sorry. Text message. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Nah, you're gonna. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. This guy's, like, really hard to defend. I'll send him a signal. Lie. Like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember. Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? Dun dun dun! The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh, this ain't good. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, he looks a lot different than he did in the cutscene. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Look at that, Jay. There's some punching on the fucking dog. Alright. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. That guy's really sus. I mean, he's hamming it up. He's really playing it up. Witness testimony. The witness's account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought, he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her, lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Well, you couldn't go inside, but how do you know that the phone in her apartment was not working? Suspicious.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
I remember this exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Time of death occurred between 4 and 5 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, they are. Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. That does fall within her time of death, but his statement about it being 1300 does not. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Yes, he was lying. Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness' testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be contradiction in there. First, find contradiction in the court record and the witness' testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Alright. Okay. Open the court record with Tad and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Got it. We got this. Cross-examination. This account. It's going to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. So what is this? What is the testimony? Oh. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. wailed in fright and found unable to go inside. Objection! This evidence clearly revealed a contradiction in the statement, Your Honor. How exactly the evidence in that statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Oh, well, not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts are making accusations. Oops. Okay, so he says he's not able to go inside, but he used the phone. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How did you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, now we got him on the ropes. Oh, that. Oh, Objection! This is trivial. The witness literally forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Ooh, I like this. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? See how it changes up? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the video time on the taped program. Mr. Wright may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. So when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Objection! Order right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine the witness. I don't think this has a clock on it. Nope, it's a statue. It's on profiles. Oh, there's profiles. Ooh. May cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. There's no clock on it. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, I do, Your Honor. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Yeah. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, I hit the clock. I heard, no, I mean, saw. Wow. Oh my god. Stop, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and you should burn. Burn. Give him death. Oh. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Crane, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends a cross-examination of Mr. Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Are you sure? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Oh, Mia! Mia, Minji. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? 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 Because she just came home from Paris. Can you think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see if this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, got him. Oh, fuck. That was a knockout blow there. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out different than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hey. Fucking got him. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Struck her dead. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial come to end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Hey, Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Harry Butts, innocent. Innocent Harry Butts. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. I don't think I want that, Mr. Harry Butts. A present? For me? Oh, wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Dick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? So I just give him the statue that... Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. I'm sure it did. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Aww. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Ever. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Them innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Aww. Happy ending all around. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Well, that was nice. Oh, really enjoyed that. It was a lot of reading. My throat's getting a little sore, but brand new episode has been added. Alright. Please save. Oh. Bling, bling. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How about have you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha, so what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No. You know I'm only teasing. Nah, I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Okay. Actually, I don't really want to get into another one. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye? Very poor liar. Why, you see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not cognivorous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. The fuck? Oh no. Hey, welcome back, Dark. It's okay. Red, white, blue. Okay. Alright. I am going to exit out of this for now. I'm going to bring down the stream temporarily and come back up in just a minute. I'm going to switch to something else. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a minute.